Hi Capricorn, I hope you are doing amazing. Let's just get into your general reading for the first week of June 2020. All right, we have Earthworm. Let's see what else wants to come through. I'm not sure if that's you or someone else. Okay, Capricorn, you are presenting as Earthworm and Buffalo. Very interesting. And we have this other character that is presenting as Gazelle and Scorpion. So they might be a Leo, Sag, or Aries, but they don't have to be. I actually want to focus on you. You are presenting as, well, it's very interesting because you are set out on this journey, I think, to become an expert, a power to be reckoned with, a CEO, an authority, but you're bringing in a sense of integrity. But because of this Earthworm, I do feel that you are starting out from maybe ground zero, from very humble beginnings, but you have, just with all of this color coming through with the Earthworm, I don't know why, but I am just feeling like you have a lot of passion or a lot of vision of what you want. There's a lot of colors going on inside of you, a lot of feelings maybe, and a lot of goals and visions. And I think that you are set out on this buffalo to make and to create great strides and movement and progress towards your goals. And you're just steering ahead. But there is this sensation that at least in some area of your life, you are presenting as a humble beginner set out to be an authority. I think Capricorn, you are used to being an authority, but there's some kind of perhaps new territory that you're finding yourself in, and you're having to kind of go back to a humble beginner, a novice. And for whatever reason, I was just kind of being reminded of, what is it? Is it like the monkey mind or something, when you start learning how to meditate and your mind is just going every which way? But if you have a meditation teacher, it'll just say, just bring your focus back to the breath. And I think for you, Capricorn, you are so used to being a master at meditation or some kind of spiritual arts or authority or mastery in some way, in some area, where, kind of being told, okay, now come back to your breath. It feels a bit, I'm getting a little bit of a frustration here from you. So I think this is where we are coming to meet our kind of teacher here. There is some kind of setting sun and new dawn here. And there's a lot of fire, might I say passion, with this. I'm not sure if it's romantic passion or just fiery passion about a certain movement or topic or anything. And it's really interesting because on one side, I think that they appear very, very relaxed and leaned back and very grounded, yet they have a bit of a kick to them. They have a little bit of a sting, a little bit of a bite. And I think that they are acting as some kind of teacher for you in a way. I also think that maybe in this person's life doesn't need to be a person. It could be just an energy or a group of people or an entity, take it how it resonates with you. But I do think that the thing that has been ending for this person is isolation, which would make sense because things are now starting to open up a bit more, at least in certain parts of the world, which is yay, great. So I think that they are kind of ending that kind of cycle for themselves. So it's really interesting because they have a very, I almost want to say reserved kind of, I don't want to say facade, but personality on the surface. Yet they're completely in it and committed because of their passion that they hold. It just seems like they are simmering, and there is a there's a lot of heat from this person. I keep seeing a mirage with the gazelle. So it's almost like if they were to get wet, it would go like the amount of energy that they have and passion, but you can't tell on the surface. You can only tell as you get to know them. So all right, we have a student kind of teacher kind of relationship here. I do want to say that both of you are actually being teachers to each other, because the buffalo is kind of teaching the gazelle, I think, and then the scorpion is teaching the earthworm. So this is very interesting. Okay. So now we're going to see what the fairies have to say about this. Okay, Capricorn. Yes, I really do want to say that you guys are teaching each other. This really seems like an equal kind of convergence or collaboration of some kind. Because I do want to say that the scorpion is kind of akin to the earthworm. They're kind of more on equal grounds. And then the buffalo and the gazelle. And then there's that mirroring with the horns too, and the lightning and the sun, and it's just gorgeous. Okay. Now, the interesting thing here is that we do have the soul shrinker. And I think that this is coming on your side, Capricorn. And for whatever reason, it's coming next to the buffalo. And I feel that kind of the novice kind of flavor that I'm picking up here for you is actually due to how you're speaking to yourself, or you have some kind of outside influence that is not good, that is not positive, that is not being a service to you. But I really do feel like this is in your mind. This is like kind of your self-talk that you're having. There's just something in your life that is just not serving you to your highest potential and is pulling you back. And maybe that is the earthworm. Maybe you are this amazing authority and master and spiritual leader, moving mountains, yet you have this kind of earthworm energy in your life that's holding you back and pulling you down and preventing you from everything that you could be. So I do believe that that's just kind of a side note for some of you that you might want to look at. Now, the interesting thing here is that this looks like, between you and this person, it looks like such an amazing partnership. We have Lace the Moon's daughter here, which, is just uplifting you and illuminating you and making you laugh and smile. They're both laughing and smiling there. So this is just a really glorious card, and it's just saying, it's just encouraging you, Capricorn, to keep following the trail, keep following this thread of connection, of compatibility, of joy that the two of you bring to each other, because you both are teaching each other. I take back what I said about both of you are students and both of you are teachers, so it's a very equal kind of partnership here. And it seems like, this is both of you, like both of you are lifting each other up, and both of you are this rock, or whoever he is, that's lifting her up, that's lifting laced up, and both of you are laced too. You're both being illuminated. So it's a very, very equal, strong, fortified connection, it seems like. And then the bright mother, I do want to say that both of you again are offering each other a cornucopia of abundance and joy and possibilities and opportunities, and that this is a new phase in some kind of cycle for you. And so I actually want to say, Capricorn, this is kind of more of a side note. I really do feel that it's like the moment that you started to close out this chapter of something that was not serving you. And, last week we were talking about going, I don't know if I'm kind of picking up on last week's story. I usually don't, but last week was more about Capricorn experiencing some kind of horrific event or just sadness, and then having this amazing hummingbird come in, and it kind of feels that way as well. So you might want to check back at last week's reading, but essentially it seems like the moment that you close this chapter, in comes this new opportunity where both of you are just offering each other a completely new phase, nurturing. This is divine femininity, and this can be, collaborating in some way. It doesn't have to be a literal baby, but collaborating in some kind of way that's going to be very, very fruitful. She can also be, symbol for marriage and love and new beginnings, and just absolute abundance, and feeling very, very nurtured. And you did get the fairy that was kissed by the pixies, which is my true love card, living happily ever after, just feeling completely electrified, just completely lit up, and just everything working out and everything having a happy ending. And this is just beautiful. This is also my card for open heart surgery, metaphorical open heart surgery. So you might be experiencing, Capricorn, or both of you might be experiencing a lot of heart healing and cleansing and things like this. So this is just really amazing. Just love and abundance and intimacy and connection and all of this. So if you would like to follow me down below and we can unpack this even more, see what else we can get, the link is right below. As always, I am sending you so much of my love. Know that you are never, ever, ever alone. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Continue to seek the truth, and love and peace is always the answer, my friends. Bye. Take care.